For as silent as Levi Stadium sounds, hours after the game has ended, it still isn't as silent as it was when Geno Smith rushed in the go-ahead touchdown with just seconds remaining.
We should have had that game in the bag. We just got to strain and finish.
It's just infuriating.
Would you agree with that word, or other words you could use?
It's a good word.
In a season full of disappointments, Sunday's shortcoming still comes as a shock to 49ers fans, failing to win a seventh straight against Seattle.
We had plenty of opportunities to win that game, take it over, and we failed at it.
That's just what we've shown this year. So I guess until we stop doing that, then that's what we are.
Fred Warner and the defense are likely to catch a lot of the blame after allowing the final score in the closing seconds. However, that unit largely kept the Seahawks in check, allowing just 13 points up until that final drive.
I thought our defense played great all game until that last drive. But let them hang around, and when you let people hang around, that's what happens.
The offense, however, infuriating. 17 points, 7 penalties, a costly interception, and far too many drives that stalled too soon.
The penalties we had on a number of drives just killed us.
We got to be better. We got to execute better. We got to put more than 17 points on the board if we want to win a divisional game.
Just because we had success the last couple of years doesn't mean, the next play, or just because something bad happens to us, we're just magically going to make up for it. Like, we got to have the chip on our shoulder to go take it.
To pile on to the bad, George Kittle didn't play in this game. Trent Williams had to gut through an ankle injury, and Nick Bosa exited with an oblique issue and never returned.
Brutal. The most important time in the game for me to be out there, I wasn't able to be. So I hate missing time. That's why I pushed through last week, and hopefully it's not too long.
The 49ers lost just one divisional game a year ago, and that came after they had already clinched the NFC. This time around, 3 divisional losses, still 2 more to play, and the schedule in general as tough as it gets. 5 of their 7 remaining games come against opponents who are 500 or better.
Every game on now on is a must win.
Obviously, we put our backs against the wall, so we got to come out swinging.
All we got to do is get in the dance, and I definitely still have confidence.
One thing about this team I believe in is we respond to pressure. So I feel like we're going to come out and we're going to get the job done.
Dejected is the best way to sum up the Niners after this game. Fred Warner sat at his locker, fully in pads, with his head in his hands. Juwan Jennings, who had the second double-digit reception game of his career, declined to even answer questions from the media. It's a quick turnaround. They head to Lambeau next week to take on the 7-3 Packers, who they might be battling for a wild card spot.